welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be doing my 2024 ins and outs. So in this video I'm basically going to be talking about what I am kind of trying to just leave in 2023 and not bring with me into 2024, and then also what I am bringing into 2024 and what is just in for the year. These are the things that I want to do this year to become the best version of myself. So on that note, let's start with the outs of 2024. The first out for me in 2024 is alcohol. I've made the decision that, to be honest, I just don't like drinking. It does absolutely nothing to me. I'm the type of person that has the personality that doesn't need drink, so I don't rely on drink on a night out. I don't need it to feel more confident. Like, all drink does to me is just makes me more hyper, and then I suffer the next morning because it does make me quite sick. It really affects my stomach. My stomach is really bad every time after I drink, and also I just make stupid decisions financially and in general. So alcohol is out for 2024. I don't need it. I'm the type of person that could drink mocktails all night and still be dancing in the club at 3 AM. Like, I can definitely go out and not drink. So that is my out for 2024. Number one, alcohol. Goodbye, we don't know her. Number two is mindless scrolling. Now, obviously with creating content online, I do tend to scroll a lot, but I do it, I suppose, a lot more than I should. Like, I just scroll at night for the sake of scrolling through my phone, as opposed to like turning my phone off and reading a book or doing something that doesn't involve my screen. Because obviously I am in college as well, like I'm constantly on a laptop screen. So I'm either on a laptop screen for college, I'm in my part-time job, which is a receptionist job, so I'm constantly on a computer there as well, or I'm mindlessly scrolling on my phone. So my screen time can literally be 9 to 10 hours per day, which is just ridiculous. So I want to stop that mindless scrolling, and if I am scrolling, set a time limit on that. And just work to kind of get my screen time down, and this will kind of tie in with an aim I have for 2024. The next one is prioritizing others over my own needs. So what I mean by that is not in a selfish way where I'm like putting myself first when other people need to be put first. Like, I feel like I do a lot for others, which I feel like, you know, everyone should do that, but sometimes that's not reciprocated, and it doesn't, like, I don't mean to say that I expect that to be reciprocated, but sometimes I just put a lot of effort and energy into certain things and it's not I don't get the same energy back. So in 2024, that's stopping. I am going to be putting the same amount of effort in as what's given to me. I'm also just going to put myself first in situations where I don't want to be in. So putting myself first, avoiding those situations, and prioritizing what I think I should be doing as opposed to what others think I should be doing. I know that's a bit of a like weird answer to give, but I hope that makes sense and comes across okay. The next thing that is absolutely out for 2024 is takeaways every few days. I have never had so many takeaways in my life in 2023. Like, my family is notorious. Like, between my sister and my mom, there will be a takeaway coming to this house like every 2-3 days, if not more frequently, which is absolutely insanity. In terms of money, it's ridiculous. In terms of health, garbage. Like, so I've kind of limited myself to one takeaway per week. Not to say that I will be having that every week, but that's my goal. My aim is to keep it to one per week. With meeting up with people and stuff, I am a very social person, so I do tend to like go for food with people as opposed to going out for drinks, because that's not really my vibe. But I definitely want to limit the amount of takeaways I'm consuming in 2024. Water break. I feel like when you talk so much you just need some ishka, so needs must. I feel like it's gotten really dark, so I'm going to pop on a light. I want to apologise about the lighting because it's a bit all over the place. But anyway, the next out is hours of screen time. I suppose this kind of ties into mindless scrolling. Less mindless scrolling equals less hours of screen time. Less hours of screen time equals less mindless scrolling. So it's a bit of a balance kind of in the scale. But yeah, I just want to limit my screen time to when I'm in college or when I'm in work, and not as much as when I'm at home or when I'm out with others. That kind of a thing. The next out for 2024 is saying yes to everything. I'm the type of person that I do tend to people please a lot, and I'll just go for the sake of going, even if I really do not want to go at all. So that is out for 2024. I'm gonna say no sometimes, like I don't want to do that, and again prioritize my own needs sometimes. So that kind of ties into that as well. Like I'm such a believer that, you know, you should take every opportunity that you get. But sometimes opportunities or events or, you know, like going out with friends to certain places doesn't align with who you are. So that's kind of where I'm setting the line here. I'm not going to say yes to absolutely everything. I'll say yes to kind of any opportunity I feel aligns with me, and I'll say no to any opportunity I feel like doesn't align with me. The next one is comparing myself to others. I feel like everyone does this, and it's something I want to consciously not do anymore. I think especially with social media, it's really easy to kind of get bogged down in the numbers and be like, oh my god, like I've been doing this for so long, I'm stuck in the same place, that kind of a vibe. But that's out. It's out. I'm not thinking about that in 2024. Everyone is on their own journey, and whether it's health and fitness, whether it's where they're at in their life, whether they're working, they're in college, there's so much pressure as a 20-year-old and in your 20s to know where you want to be, what you're doing, and so much self-comparison to others at your age or similar ages. So that's out in 2024. Focusing on myself, my own goals, my own needs, and staying in my own lane, because we're all different individuals, and that is that. The next one is very valid, and it's buying clothes I'll only ever wear once. That is absolutely out in 2024. I'm sick of buying into trends, trendy pieces that I will literally wear, take a picture in, and never wear again. It's not happening. I'm sick of it. It's such a waste of money. I'm probably never going to wear that in Ireland. I feel like this is to do with comparison as well, but I see a lot of these fashion influencers in the UK, in Ireland, posting these unreal outfits, but I'm like, I know you just changed out of that outfit. Like, you literally went, changed into the outfit, got a picture, it was too cold, it was lashing rain, and then you changed into like a tracksuit. I don't see the point. Like, I love the fashion queens, I love the outfits, the girlies need to do what they want to do and should do what they want to do, everyone in their own lane. But for me personally, I am not buying clothes I'm only going to wear once anymore. Such a waste of money, and I know I'll just take a picture in it and that'll be that. It will never be seen again. My next resolution is like a personal struggle I have with myself, and it's only reading half of a book. I'm the type of person that I'm not a reader in general. I will be a reader this year because I have so many books sat on my shelf that I have read 4 or 5 chapters in, and that's it. What is the point? Like, I never finish books, so this year it's not happening. I've set myself like an everyday goal where I'll read 2 chapters of a book a day. I'm sticking with the same book until the book is finished. So far, so good. I'm actually reading a book I have already read before, but I just wanted it to be my first book of the year to kind of ease myself back into the reading. But yeah, it's out in 2024. Like, it's such a waste of money, and I never get to the ending, which is usually the best of it. So I read a lot of like self-help books, productivity inspired books, and then fiction I would like to get into this year. So if anyone has any good book recommendations, leave them in the comments, let me know. My next out of 2024 is neglecting hobbies. Now, I don't have a lot of hobbies. I actually thought about this recently, and like, I'd love to like join some sort of a team, or you know, like a dance production or something. Maybe not dance, actually. I don't dance, so I don't know why I said that, but it's definitely something I'm going to look into this year, like maybe joining some sort of a club or something, and just like getting back into hobbies I had as a child, because I feel like I've just let all those go and it's like such a regret of mine. So yeah, I'm not going to neglect my hobbies. I'm going to do more wholesome activities and things like that. So that is an out for 2024. Neglecting hobbies, it's not happening. We're keeping them up. I have 2 more outs left, so this is the second last one, and it's ignoring my feelings in certain situations. Sometimes I find myself in a situation where I'm like, oh, like, this is just not my vibe, not my place, like, why am I here? And I'm just like, oh, it's fine, like, ignore your red flags. And then the red flags come and you're like, I saw you coming 10 miles ago. Why didn't I turn around? So that's not happening anymore. Your gut feeling is always right. Go with your gut feeling. We are not ignoring red flags. It's not happening. And my last out is just people who are mean and selfish. It's very simple. Now, to be fair, I don't really surround myself with people who are mean and selfish in general. Like, they're not my kind of vibe. But yeah, like people who just selfish in a way where they don't consider others' feelings. Not selfish that they're putting their own needs first, because I feel like there's quite a line there. So selfish in the way that, you know, there's no thought given to how their actions are going to affect others, and just mean. Not about that. So those are my outs for 2024. I feel like they were really quick, but I like to give a little bit of an explanation behind why they're on the list. So that is that. And now we're going to move into the ins for 2024. First in, the major in of 2024, working on myself. I feel like I set a lot of unrealistic goals at this time of the year, and I've set some major goals in the last few years, and some of them I have reached, don't get me wrong, others I have not. It's just not happening. Like, I want to work on myself, my mindset, my fitness, my content, my education, work in my job, get better at that, like just bettering myself day in day out, and not bettering myself by like miles and miles and miles, because that is unrealistic. 1% better each day. I love that motto, so that's what I'm aiming for. Just 1% better every day. Some days you're not going to get that, that's fine, but just constantly trying to improve myself, my mindset, how I am, that kind of a vibe. I feel like that's such a good in for 2024. Honestly, I just realized if you took a shot for every time I said 2024 in this video, you would probably be absolutely langerated. So if anyone is having alcohol as an in, there's an idea. Next in for me is daily hot girl walks. An absolute must. We all love a hot girl walk. I've actually done this for the last few days, and it's made such a difference to my mind, cleared my mind completely. I also feel great when I come back from a walk. Like, I feel like I've accomplished something, even though, would you call going on a walk an accomplishment? I don't know, but I really enjoy my walks. Like, they're just me time for myself. I go with my family as well at times, and it's just a really nice kind of like family bonding time. No screens involved, so great all-rounder, and I think a good kind of everyday habit to keep up. Next thing is hydration. As you can see, I have my water bottle next to me. This is actually my first litre of the day, but I've consistently drank 2 litres every single day for the last 6 days. We are on our 7th day today, so when I've this done, I'll be refilling this, and it will be gone by tonight. I feel like I just really neglected water intake for like the last few months. I was really good at the start of the year last year, but I feel like everyone slips off. So this year, we're not doing that. I got myself a new water bottle. It's the Daily Drench from the Head Plan. And actually for the Head Plan, I do have 10% off if anyone is interested. Their products are some of my favourites. I have more behind me here. I have the journal and the journal prompts. And down here, I don't think you can see that, but I have... Oh, where are we? I have another productivity and wellness journal, which I'll be speaking about later. This is actually a new one, but I'm still using my old one. I don't make any money from this, and those 2 products that I've shown, this one and the journal, were kindly gifted by the Head Plan, but I have no obligation to mention that in this video or anything. But hydration is in for 2024, so if you are looking for a cute water bottle, the Head Plan has got you covered. They have loads of different colour schemes as well, so highly recommend. The next in for 2024 is being more present. Spending time with my family, you know, not on my phone, going for walks, being present in the moment. And this is definitely something I think I've actively worked on this year. So far, I know we're only 7 days in, but I have actually worked on this. I've been, you know, doing board games with my family every night, which is something that we'd only do around Christmas, but we've kind of kept that up. I have been going on my walks with my family, walks with my friends, not been on my phone as much when I'm out, which is a big achievement for me. So being more present is just an all-around kind of goal I have. And another in that I have for 2024 that kind of ties in with that is spending time in nature. I really would like to be more kind of outdoorsy this year and do some like outdoor activities, whether it's swimming. I really like being in the sea and things, so that's definitely something I want to prioritize this year. So those are kind of two ins, being more present and spending time in nature, that I feel like kind of go hand in hand. Because I feel like when I am in nature I'm always more present. Don't know why, but I am. The next in for 2024 is prioritizing sleep. Now, I always do prioritize my sleep, but I feel like I'm taking it a little bit more seriously this year. I actually got this alarm clock for Christmas and it's changed the game for me with sleep. I will link it below. Basically what it does is it wakes me up naturally. I actually wake before my alarm goes off over this. And it's because it has like a light mechanism where it's like a sunrise. So half an hour before my alarm will go off, it'll start getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and typically I wake before the alarm goes off, which is great. And it's really set me in a good routine for kind of going back to college and just having a bit more of a routine with my sleep in general. Really good one to purchase, and it's not too expensive if you are looking to kind of prioritize your sleep this year. The next in for me is library study sessions. I suppose I do have to like address the elephant in the room that I did fail college last year. And although like you can kind of laugh it off, in a way, a bit disappointed in myself. So this year I am making more of a conscious effort to go to the library and actually study in the library. So whether that's the UCC library or a library close to me, I've actually signed up to a library that is really close to where I'm working, so that I can go before I'm working or after I'm working and just get a bit more study done. Obviously my goal is to become a dentist, so in order to do that I do need to put more time into my studies, and that's kind of a way I'm planning to do that, is in the library where it's nice and quiet, and I do a lot of focused work in the library in general, so it's a good place to be. The next in is being a content queen, because I am going to commit to the content this year. Like, I really want to get out 4 posts on Instagram per week. I'd also ideally like to get a TikTok up every day. Now that is a little bit unrealistic for me, but I do think like 6 days a week is probably doable. I just need to sort my storage issue, because if my storage on my phone was okay, I would be posting every day. It's just that it's not, so we need to sort that first. And also YouTube, I would ideally like to post once a week on YouTube. And I am actually going about hiring an editor for my YouTube videos, so hopefully that'll get a little bit better in terms of like the editing over the next few months. So yeah, being a content queen, enjoying the content I'm creating, and creating more content that aligns with who I am and who I'm becoming as a person. I think we have 6 ins left. They're kind of quick, so I'm going to talk through them a little bit more quickly. The next one is SPF daily. This is very self-explanatory, but it's something that I don't actually always do. So it's something that I'm aiming to do, and I have done every single day in January so far. Getting up that bit earlier, having a skincare routine in place, and then putting my SPF on before I leave really makes a difference to my skin. I see a difference in my skin, and obviously this will highly benefit me years down the line. So it's a habit that's small, takes a very little amount of time, but I would like to keep up. So SPF daily is in 2024. Next thing we have is healthy hair. Healthy hair is in 2024, guys. I don't actually know if you know this, but I did actually cut my hair up. Quite a big difference. Now it does have all the extensions in, which I actually don't think I've touched on either, but I did actually get extensions the very last day of November. Those are all in at the moment, but when my extensions come out, that is it. We are looking after our hair. There is nothing going on it. I will be bleaching it, but all the products I'm using are optimized for healthy hair. I'm actually working with a new hair care brand as well, which is super exciting, so I'll touch a little bit more on that in a separate video. I want to get, you know, really into my products and hair care in general, so again, healthy hair 2024 is in. The next in for 2024 is journaling. I actually love journaling. Like, it's really become part of like my everyday. I do it morning and evening using the Head Plans Productivity and Wellness Journal. Is this one right here. It's such a lovely journal. I think they're €35, but as I said, I do have 10% off if anyone's interested. I'm using the white one at the moment, but I'm going to be moving to this nude one probably actually by March, I would say. I think I still have about 2 months left in my other one, but this is the journal. You can also get it personalized with your initials, which I think is so cute. And yeah, like, it's a really good investment into just your mental health in general, and also productivity. I get a lot done through these, so absolutely love these journals. Those journals are more like my task journals, but if I'm doing like a brain dump, or I really want to like journal and like spend time writing, then I would use the actual journal from the head plan. So this is the one behind me. I love this little tie here, and it's just blank pages, so this is great if anyone just wants like an everyday kind of notebook. I really like this. It is lined but it's blank, and it does also come with these journal prompt cards, which are super handy for like making you aware of your habits, of everything like that. It's such a good investment into yourself, and it's really like self-discovery. I really found them beneficial. So again, the code's on screen if anyone's interested. I did not make any commission or anything like that, but I really love the products in general, and those products were very kindly gifted as well, and this was a few months back. So you know, I still use them every day and I really love them. So that is in and staying in for 2024. The last three are a little bit different for me. So the next in is solo dates. I feel like I really enjoy my own company, but I just enjoy it at home. I would love to do like a solo trip this year, or like maybe just like, maybe not abroad, but a trip to Dublin and like stay overnight. I actually did a solo trip to Dublin, I think it was November actually, and I really enjoyed it. It was just really good for my mind. I got a lot of work done. I didn't have someone kind of on my tail on like where we had to be or what we had to do. It was very relaxing, and yeah, I really enjoy like spending time with myself, I suppose. I would love to do like a spa trip or something, so I'd love to do more solo dates in 2024. And the second last in for 2024 is romanticizing my life. I feel like I kind of do this anyway, but I just want to like do it on a little bit of a bigger scale, especially with like social media and stuff. I want to make my content that bit more wholesome and like romanticizing my life. So that's what I'm going to do in 2024, because I love looking back on like cinematic kind of videos I've made, and I'm like, oh my god, like that was me in Paris, or that was me like in Rome. So I'd love to kind of do that more day to day as well. And then the last in for 2024 is sticking to my budget. Guys, the amount of money I spent in 2023 is chronic. Like, I actually had to look at myself and be like, are you okay? Like, do you need help? So that's not happening. We're sticking to a budget. I spent all of my savings in 2023 because I went on so many trips, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, I have money, like let's go. No, Kaylee, you did not have money. That money was for your savings. So we are not doing that in 2024. We're sticking to a budget. We're still going to go on our trips. We're just going to manage our finances that bit better, and hopefully we will be able to reward ourselves towards the end of the year. That is the goal. So guys, that is it. Those are my 2024 ins and outs. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what your ins and outs are, so definitely let me know in the comments or on my social medias. You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok, which I will link below, and they're also on screen for you guys. Yeah, I'm really excited for this year. I'm gonna have so many videos on YouTube. It's really a platform I love watching, and I'd like to make a comeback. So you can expect a video from me every Sunday around 6 p.m. It is actually Sunday today, and it is now going on 4:30, so I have to get editing this video ASAP and get it up. But I hope you have a lovely 2024. Wishing you all the best success, and yeah, I will hopefully see you all in my next video. Bye guys.